Hi, it's Tegan. Okay, so before we get into this video, I just want you guys to know that this video is literally going to have zero structure whatsoever. I am not a trained movie reviewer. I do not review movies. It's not what I do. And so this is going to have absolutely no structure. It is going to be absolutely all over the place, and it might not even make sense. But I needed to talk about this movie. If you, for some reason, did not read the title of this video, I am going to be talking about Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindlewald, installment 2 of the Fantastic Beasts 5-movie series. And I just needed to talk about things because I went and saw this movie 2 days ago. I saw it on opening night in Australia, so I have been bottling in these feelings for 2 days because I went alone, so I had nobody to talk about this movie to, and nobody I know has seen this movie yet, so I can't talk to anybody about this movie. So I just need to, like, you know, vent my emotions about this movie. If you guys hadn't already guessed, you know, I am a very, very, very large fan of Harry Potter. I absolutely love the Harry Potter series with my entire heart. I loved the first installment. I love Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them so much. I felt like it was so well done. Just getting back into the Wizarding World was absolutely incredible. And I liked The Crimes of Grindlewald just as much. I loved it with my entire heart. This is going to be full of spoilers, so if you have not seen this movie yet, stop watching right now because you do not want to watch any further past this point because you will be spoiled for everything that happens in this movie. First of all, Nagini. It was so exciting to get to see Nagini's background because obviously in the Harry Potter universe, like in the original Wizarding World movies, we don't see that. We don't get to obviously see anything of her background. We just think that she's a snake that Voldemort has that is very loyal to Voldemort. And that is not the case. Nagini is in fact a maledictus, which means that she was a human and she could transform into a snake, but then one day she just could not transform back into a human. And it was so interesting to me getting to watch this movie and watch her because she used to be so sweet. She used to be on the good-ish side. So what happened to make her go over to Voldemort's side, to make her go over to the dark side? And it got me thinking, like, maybe something happens to Credence because obviously they were very close in this movie. Maybe something happens to Credence that makes her be like, you know what, there's no point, I might as well go over to the dark side. Maybe Credence convinces her to come over to the dark side. I have no idea, but I need to know what the hell happened because she is so kind-hearted, it seems, in this movie. Also, the big, like, thing at the end of this movie is that Credence is apparently a Dumbledore. What? He's called Aurelius Dumbledore? Something along the lines of that. Okay, I will be completely honest. There are a few things that don't match up with, like, the timeline of the movies. So either something's going on and Grindelwald is lying and he's just doing that to somehow get Credence to fight against Dumbledore, which really wouldn't make sense because Credence is trying to find family and find love, so defeating the one person who he has as a family member or he thinks is a family member wouldn't really make sense. Or somehow he's another relative, he's not actually Dumbledore's brother, or somehow something happened and there actually is a third Dumbledore brother that somehow is never mentioned in the Harry Potter series whatsoever, or J.K. Rowling mixed up the timelines, which I mean is very, very possible, but like I don't really see why she would do that because she's such a thorough person. So I'm hoping that that is explained later on in the movies, because oh my god, such a huge oh my god, what the hell, Credence is a Dumbledore. Like, I was sitting on the edge of my seat this entire movie. When that part happened, I literally sat back in my chair and just gasped. Like, what the hell? How is that? What? And then also, obviously, there's the Phoenix that comes to Credence. And like, the Phoenixes are like a sign of somebody being a Dumbledore, but then like, obviously a Phoenix can show up if like somebody has like a strong bond with a Dumbledore. Like obviously the Phoenix showed up for Harry, so like maybe that's why. Maybe it showed up because Grindelwald has a really strong connection with Dumbledore. We don't know. But I am very excited to see where this plotline goes in the next movies, which, can I say, I am not prepared to wait until 2020. 2 years for this next movie. No. Also, along the lines of Credence, he seems so sweet in this movie. Like, he just seems so, like, hurt and just so precious, and I just wanted to give him a hug, but then he has so much power. He could do so much damage to both the Wizarding World and the Muggle world. Things could go very, very wrong, especially because he now has a wand, which is not a good thing. Another thing that I want to talk about is all of the nostalgia factor that happened within this movie. We get to go back to Hogwarts. When they go to Hogwarts, there's Quidditch happening, there's all of the students. We see Dumbledore teaching. He's the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher teaching students with a Bogart. And like Newt's worst fear is working in an office, which is totally something his worst fear would be. I'm so happy we got to go back to Hogwarts. And then like one of the students' names was McLaggen, like Cormac McLaggen, like we've got a relative there, like so much. Like there was so much in this movie that only somebody that was really into the Wizarding World and really loved the story would catch. There were so many Easter eggs like that, and it made me so happy. Another issue with the timeline that I did pick up on though was McGonagall, because McGonagall isn't even meant to be born yet. This is like 8 years before she's even meant to be born, yet she is mentioned. Unless it's like not our Minerva McGonagall that like they've mentioned, like maybe she was named after somebody in her family or something along the lines of that. But that is another timeline issue that I did pick up on, but I'm sure J.K. Rowling wouldn't have just thrown that stuff in without explaining it, so I am just holding out for the next installment in this series to like actually get like a full explanation of what the hell is going on. Another thing that I want to talk about is Jacob and Queenie's relationship. Oh my god, they're so cute. OTP, I love them so much. Like at the beginning where Jacob is enchanted by Queenie like through actual magic, and then like when he gets unenchanted by Newt and then he goes, Queenie, you don't have to enchant me, I'm already enchanted by you. My heart just melted. Oh my god, I love it so much. Just like their entire relationship, like they were one of my favorite parts of the first installment in this series, and just getting to see that brought back into this new installment made me so happy. Jacob in this movie was so good. I just love him so much. He's like one of my favorite characters in this series. He's so funny and so relatable and just so hilarious and so heartwarming, and I just love him. Going on from that, Queenie, what the hell? Is she under like the Imperious Curse? Like at the end when she goes to Grindelwald, she must be under something. Like she has to be under something. She wouldn't have just gone to Grindelwald out of want. Like something has to be going on there, and I'm just like, what? No, so obviously something happened like when she was in the house with Grindelwald and all that sort of stuff. Obviously he put her under the Imperious Curse, like it has to be, but I'm very worried that something is going to happen, because obviously Queenie would not do anything harmful to a fly if she wasn't under the Imperious Curse, but she is most likely under the Imperious Curse. So Will she hurt somebody? Will she hurt Jacob? Will Jacob die? If Jacob dies, if Queenie kills Jacob, I will die on the inside. That is not allowed to happen. Like, I feel like Jacob might die trying to get Queenie away from Grindelwald because of their like bond or whatever, and that is not allowed to happen. I will not allow that to happen. Jacob cannot die. Another big thing that I really liked was getting to see Lita Lestrange and getting to see that there actually was a good Lestrange, because obviously one of the only Lestranges that we know is Bellatrix Lestrange, and she is not a good person at all. So it was kind of cool getting to see a good Lestrange, and oh my god, when she died at the end, I was my heart. Getting to see like the relationship between Lita and Newt's brother, and then also getting to go back in time, getting to see Newt as a student at Hogwarts, and getting to see Lita and Newt's relationship when they were younger. It kind of reminded me of, in a way, Snape and Lily's like past parts, although I'm not going to get into the fact that I don't like Snape, but we're not going to get into that. But like, it kind of put me into that sense, and oh, it just made me so happy. Can I just talk about how much I love Eddie Redmayne and Ezra Miller? They are two of my favorite people in the entire world. I literally love them so much. This is totally off topic, but this morning I watched the compliment battle that they have between each other that was posted on YouTube, and it just made my entire week. Like, oh my god, I love them so much, and their acting is amazing. Ezra Miller is just such a fantastic human, and just the fact that he's such a huge Harry Potter fan just makes me so happy. And then Eddie Redmayne obviously is the perfect Newt, like the perfect Newt. I love Eddie Redmayne as Newt so much. He's the best Hufflepuff. If you couldn't tell, I am a Hufflepuff, so getting the representation in this movie is also so incredible to have. Just all of the little things that we got within this movie, like Nicholas Flamel. It was so incredible getting to see him, and he was thrown in just purely for like a nostalgia Harry Potter fan thing, which I'm totally fine with because it was so cool getting to see him, and how they traveled by Portkey, and all of the creatures. We got to see baby Nifflers, like just all of the creatures that were in this. The cinematography of this movie was incredible. The music, getting to have Hedwig's theme in this movie was so amazing, and I'm so happy. I loved this movie so much, if you could not tell. One of the last things that I want to mention is like between Grindelwald and Dumbledore, how they have the blood pact with each other, they can't hurt each other, and that's why Dumbledore wanted Newt to go after Grindelwald. It's like hearing Dumbledore say we were closer than brothers, I'm just like, oh my god. So I loved this movie. It was absolutely incredible. I know this is just a rambly mess of me fangirling for 15 minutes, however long this video is, but like I just needed to get my feelings out there. I was so excited going into this movie. I know that the critics really kind of destroyed this movie. They absolutely destroyed this movie, but like I loved this movie. It was so incredible. I'm so happy that the Wizarding World is continuing. Anybody who is a Harry Potter fan would absolutely love this movie so much, and I'm just really happy, and I cannot wait 2 years for the next installment. I am not prepared to wait that long for the third movie in this series at all, but that's what we have to do. I absolutely adored everything about this movie, all of the jam-packed everything, all of the characters, the big battles, just everything was so incredible. I know there is so much that I have missed, but I just needed to get my thoughts out about this movie. So yeah, let me know all of your guys' thoughts and fangirl moments and everything down below. I would absolutely love to discuss this with you guys because I have nobody to discuss this movie with. So please let me know all of that down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and you can also hit that subscribe button down below if you would like to be told when I post new videos. And yeah, that is going to be about it for this video today. I'm Tegan, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!